Here come the Knights, a bid that goes wide on them. It is now 10-6. So it's 10-6 for the Knights. Battlefield looking to climb back into this thing as the Bobcats lead is now 4. Gaziene got it over to the side, thrown back over by Quintero. And she was over the net, just a point given up there by the Bobcats. Cannot have that. Make it 10-7. So I think we just lost everybody on the stream. And that's what happened. We just lost everybody. That's really annoying. But you know what? It's okay. Hopefully everyone can find their way back. 7-10 is the score. The Bobcats lead it, make it now 8-10. The Knights finding their groove right now. This thing was once 8-2 Battlefield here in set number 3. A set the ladies have got to take, and there's no other option. Carroll to the front, Jinx. A middle hit out of the back row. Morris skips it off the top. One-handed save by the Knights' Jessica George. Diving out is Carroll. She matches her. Quintero for the point. Another dive by the Knights, saving it. One-handed over Yates. Good communication. Jenks goes back for Juju. Looking. Too much on it. The lead is now 1 for Battlefield. Hopefully everyone can find their way back into the stream. We had a great number for what we hope will be a nice comeback effort here for Battlefield. Carson Carroll to the front, Jenks. Now Quintero again. Not a great hit by her. Monteza, a bid. And it was out. So the Bobcats get those points, making out 11-9. This thing was once 8-2, as we've mentioned a few times. More substitutions. Hannah Nelson has a seat, as will Olivia Clark. Mara Arthur checks back into the game. She's had a pretty solid night here for Battlefield. The lead is 11-9 here in set number 3. Ellie Yates. This bump by Moxie will be two-handed over by the Knights. Kat Jenks goes for the middle. Mara Arthur blocked up high. She responds and gets it in the air. Jenks goes over for Quintero. Blocked up high. One-handed by Battlefield. And they're going to call it double there on the Bobcats. It is 11-10. Coach Mills wants a timeout. Cannot blame her for that. It was an 8-2 lead for Battlefield. Since then, an 8-3 run for the Knights. And it's 11-10 Bobcats. They're looking to take this set, or else we're headed home. 11-10 is the score here on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast booth. This is Matt Venezia bringing you guys the state semifinals here at Kellum High School in Virginia Beach, Virginia. About a 4-hour commute for us. We stopped at Red Robin on the way here and got some burgers ahead of tonight's game. The Bobcats looking for that energy from those burgers to help them come back into this thing. Monteza, Edwards, top, tipped up high at the top of the net, and the Knights tie this thing up at 11. The Bobcats were on a roll to start this thing here in set 3, and now it is tied. Morris for Jenks. Out of the middle, Emma looking, a dead shank right off the Knights. The Bobcats will take it. It's 12-11. You got to take it one set at a time. One serve at a time, 1 point at a time. That's got to be the message right now for the ladies. Guzmani. Now Edwards getting up. Tipped off the net. And Quintero having to dive out to her left. Could not save it. It's 12-12. So we are squared up at 12. Morris got it for Jenks. Middle hit, Merrim Arthur. Blocked up high, Merrim recovered and got it over. Here come the Knights. Getting up high, Thompson. Blocked down by Battlefield. The Bobcats wanted a double, did not get the call. That one goes down. Coach Mills not a fan of the call at all. And the Knights have their first lead of the set. 13-12 is the score. Morris for Jenks. Going back to Emma out of the middle, no problem for George. Now Edwards on the run, looking for the corner. Kat Jenks was sitting there ready. Hillary Adams will try, blocked up high. The Knights are able to play it, and then not watching the ball. We're tied at 13, so the Bobcats get lucky there with a miscue on Kellum. So Juliana Quintero will now have a chance. Coming on over to make the play, Montesa. That one will not get over the net. Battlefield gets their lead back. It is 14-13 for the ladies in purple. And another timeout coming by Kellum. A much better response to the Knights' offensive chance. We'll step away with you guys here. We'll show you some more highlights of some other Battlefield sports, but it's 14-13 here on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast. Let's get you back over to the game we care about more here with volleyball. It is 14-13 for the Bobcats. Battlefield on the serve right away. Montesa will get a bid for George. Her drive off of Quintero. It is tied at 14, and she knew right away that one got away from her. Ellie Yates will get it up ahead, and now it'll be the Knights again on the serve. We appreciate everyone tuning in right now. Hopefully you'll stick around for a great comeback, but we can't worry about that until we get through set number 3. Edwards on the serve, down to a crouch was Yates, one-handed by Morris. Arthur getting up high. Thompson right off of Yates, a bullet. And Kellum now back in front. It's 15-14. Kellum this year was 25-3, undefeated in the region, 8-0. Max Preps Online has them as the number 2 team in Virginia. So it'll be a tough contest here for the Bobcats. Edwards playing it out of the back. Running on over is Jasmani. And a free ball play for Hillary Adams. She puts good use of it. It's 15-all. We continue back and forth. The ladies in purple had an 8-2 lead here in the set. And right now, we're squared at 15. It'll be a fun run to the end of at least this set. And we're hoping we'll see a fourth. We'll worry about that when we get there. Gaziene, a bomb by Thompson off of Clark. And Kellum goes back out in front. 16-15, the Bobcats are running out of real estate to give the Knights. Quintero. Back for Jenks, and now Hillary getting up high. Yates saved the day. Nice job by her, and now it's a nice free play for Morris. She put too much on it. Kellum is out in front by 2, and the Bobcats kind of need to put a halt to this right now before they'll really be in trouble. 17-15, Kellum has the lead. This one played by Quintero right back over the net. Gaziene getting up is George. One-handed, Yates nearly went into the net. Morris for a try. The block effort by Thompson, not good enough. And Battlefield back on the board. So Emma's starting to have good conversions on her hit efforts. Carson Carroll will now serve it for Battlefield. Out of the back, Edwards. Up for Gaziene, now Thompson. Blocked around, it gets down. Battlefield has come to tie with 2 unanswered, 17 apiece. You know, shout out to everyone at home watching everywhere, no matter where you are, even at the watch party. We appreciate you guys tuning in, having some fun with us here at Kellum. Edwards in the back. Up for Maziene. Now a chance. Yates comes in with a great dig by her, and Morris gets it back. Battlefield with 3 straight. 18-17 for the ladies in purple. And they're looking to keep it going. Nice play by Emma Morris. And Yates came in. That didn't happen without her effort on the dig. A low liner by Carson Carroll. Now Montessa, a drive, not getting over the net. Battlefield is 4 unanswered, and we're gonna not get a timeout by the Knights. I thought we heard the whistle on that. We appreciate everyone. We had almost 100 earlier. The stream cut out. We're now looking pretty good. We got to get the count back up. Things are getting good here at Kellum. Carroll to the opposite libero. That is Gaziene. A bid, too much. And it's 20-17 Battlefield. Again, the Kellum coaching staff holding on to that timeout in their back pocket. Coach Janice Johnson for the Knights. Carson Carroll, again on the serve, it's been working. Edwards up for Montessa, go the other way. Georgia try, stuffed out by Quintero. Jenks goes back for Juju, out of the back, looking. Diving out, it was Edwards of the Knights. Nelson throws it back out, a chance. Nelson tried to throw it back, and she missed and put it right into the net. Battlefield had a fantastic opportunity to get one there. It was on a platter for Hannah, and Coach Mills right away, making sure Hannah knows that was her ball and that she needs to keep the aggressiveness up. A 2-point lead here for the Knights, for the Bobcats. Yates for Jenks, opposite side, Quintero. Down to a knee was Gaziene in the dark black jersey. Yates tried and failed. The lead is 1 for Battlefield. The Knights with a little bit of a run. Coach Mills not using a timeout yet. I got to imagine she could if the Knights find this point. Quintero up to Jenks, back to Juju. Her chance floating around, skipping off the top of the net. Edwards made the play. That one had too much on it. Battlefield's lead is back up to 2, 21-19 in a must-win third set for the ladies in purple. They're getting good right now. Emma Moore, played by Gaziene. Back for George. Her drive, no good. Right into the net. It's 22-19. How precious will these 3 points be for Battlefield? They need them more than anything. Emma Morris. Gaziene up for Montessa. Diving out is Yates. A nice fake by Montessa. And the Knights reach the 20 plateau, 22-20. And our connection's going kind of bad right now. Not good. Things are getting really good right now. Morris up for Jenks. Other side. Quintero gets up for a bid. Blocked. Emma saves the day. Carroll for Juju again. Trying. Getting it to go. Juju Quintero able to save it for Battlefield. Emma with the save and dig of the year. And the Bobcats need just 2 more to get their first set win of the night. On that note, Hannah Nelson has a seat. Ella Yates, the libero for Battlefield, will get set to serve it. Here she comes. Lining one. Montessa goes for Edwards. Nice fake by her. She faked the right and went to the left. Zalasia Edwards puts Kellum to within 2. 23-21, Battlefield leading it here in set 3. In a set they have to take. A line drive by Ludovici. Jenks for Quintero. Nice dig by George. Edwards again. That's in. And the Knights pulled within 1. Does Coach Mills burn a timeout? No, she does not. The Knights trail by 1. What a tight third set we have here. The Knights are 3 points away from the state championship. Battlefield trying to extend this thing to a 4th set. Ludovici, a low liner. Diving out is Carroll. Jenks goes for Emma. One-handed, this one going out. The Knights, Moxie was able to play it on a free ball. They're able to get it over the net. Jenks, middle hit, Merrim. Blocked down, Yates saved the day. Carroll goes for Juju. Putting it in the corner, Edwards dove out and saved it for Kellum. A try, Carson Carroll with her own dig. Now Emma looking, that one gets down. Battlefield with their biggest volley of the year. And they need 1 more to take a gigantic set right here. Hearts pounding all over the place. Hopefully you guys can at least see what's happening. Jenks on the serve, coming in was Moxie. Montessa on the fake. Yates dove out. Can the Bobcats get it here? Quintero looking. No problem for Moxie. Montessa goes for Edwards, blocked up high. And the Knights able to save it. Try again, Edwards. That one is thin. Kellum trails by 1. The Bobcats need this right here. If Kellum strikes, you got to win by 2, and that's just a whole nother stress problem in itself. The Kellum crowd getting really loud right now. Montesa on the serve. Morris, Quintero on miscommunication. We're tied at 24. It drops innocently to the ground. You cannot have that. Coach Mills right away will burn a timeout. We are going to step away. 24 apiece here in set number 3. We'll step away here on the Battlefield Sports Network. We are back here in the booth. We appreciate everyone tuning in. We are tied at 24 in set 3. You got to win by 2 from this point forward. It'll be Mia Montesa on the serve for the Knights. Played by Emma Morris. Kat Jenks goes for Hillary Adams. Skipped up high, it comes back onto the Battlefield side of the net. Jenks goes for Quintero, her try, getting over to her right. The play is made by George. A try by Edwards, denied by Emma Morris. Now Hillary has to double it over. The Knights able to stick it out. Here they come. Thompson a bid, blocked down by Battlefield. They get the point. The Bobcats need this point right here to send us to a 4th set. Breathe in, breathe out. Juliana Quintero will have an opportunity to force the 4th set. Here she comes, lining one over. Montesa goes for Thompson. Stuck out by Quintero, thrown back. Somehow, Emma Morris saved the day. What a dig by Emma. Here come the Knights again. Thompson a try, blocked down. Battlefield takes the set. The Bobcats are sending us to 4. Exhale, everyone in Haymarket and all around. Exhale right now, we're going to 4. I want to see that reaction somehow if we can. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to set number 4. It is 2-1 now for Kellum. And we will reset everything here. Oh my. So the Bobcats will extend this thing to 4. And we are now relaxed just a little bit. We'll step away. In a must-needed set, the Bobcats take it. It's 2-1 Kellum here on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast booth. We're going to get things ready to go here at Kellum. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Love to see the comment section going wild there for the Bobcats. What an aggressive, needed set win. We now can breathe a little bit. We'll get back to the action right now. Looks like they're all but about ready to go. Now I got to kind of watch how excited I get. The Kellum player, shout out Kellum here, hosting us here in the state semifinal. Very nice people to let us come and stream here. It's awesome. We're glad that we're able to come out here. A great little field trip, on a Tuesday. Getting to come out. We got the boss, Mr. Koch, here. You got any words for the viewers? You want to put the headset on and say anything? No, he doesn't want it. He said, "Stay tuned. We got a long night." That's Coach or Mr. Koch's message to you guys at home and all over watching. Once again, you really motivate us and keep us going when you guys tune into the broadcast. So we really, really do appreciate it. But more importantly, right now, back here at Kellum, 2-1 for the Knights. So the Bobcats were down 2-0. A much-needed set win. They got it, and now we're going to 4. Here we go. Battlefield on the way. Jenks goes for Quintero. She punches one. It gets out, and Battlefield right away is on the board here in set 4. So a great job there by Quintero to kind of fake to the right. She punched it to the left. The block by the Knights took them out. And we are here in set 4. Again, if Kellum wins this set, they're going to the state championship. Battlefield, with a win, will force a 5th set. Edwards with an absolute missile. She cranked that one on her bid, her right hand coming right on down to the ball. And we're tied up at 1 here at Kellum in the state semis. One thing that's really interesting right now, here behind me, we have the Ocean Lakes boys volleyball team about to take on the Kellum Knights boys volleyball team, something that us in Northern Virginia don't have. Boys volleyball, very, very cool. I'd be all over that if I, was able to have that opportunity. Very cool stuff. So a nice dig there by the Knights. Edwards able to bump it over. Kat Jenks looking for Adams out of the middle. What a fake by Hillary. She put some nice side spin on that thing, and it's now 2-1. Battlefield on top. I really do have to watch how loud I get here. I got pretty loud there in that 3rd set win for the Bobcats with Battlefield in front of us, and now we got Kellum in front of us. So we'll see what happens. But it's now 2-1 for the Bobcats. Edwards got it up for Montessa. A middle hit on the way by Spencer, denied by Kat Jenks. Arthur really putting this thing out wide. Morris was able to keep it in play. Montessa goes the other way. Here comes for George. And they're going to say she was over and out, and Battlefield takes the points. It's 3-1. I got to imagine, how awesome is that watch party right now? Fans, if you are watching right now and texting Coach Mills, her phone's right next to me here. We were trying to see if her hotspot would work. She's not going to be checking her phone at all right now, so I would hold off on the text messages if you're trying to reach her. What a fake by Montessa, and the Knights will get on the board. It's now 3-2 for Battlefield. The Bobcats in set 3 had an 8-2 run to start the thing. Let's see if now they can build on it now that it's 3-2 and kind of distance themselves. That's now. So Guzmani on the serve, punch straight up into the air. Off the basketball hoop, this thing's coming down now. G8, no at all. You can't have that, we're tied at 3. So if it goes up in the rafters in the basketball hoop on your own side, you have to play it. So the Bobcats had to wait to find that thing. Yates and Morris and Jenks in the commotion to communicate with each other there. You cannot have that. That nearly cost them the set in number 3. So it's now tied at 3. Jenks goes back for Hillary. Blocked up high. The Knights have to play it, though. Gaziene now coming out of nowhere. George stuck up and nicely by Ella Yates. Now coming on in, Emma Morris with a lot in it. She got it. Emma, the junior here for Battlefield, gets it to go. Emma's had a phenomenal year here for the Bobcats. Once again, we appreciate everybody tuning in. It is 4-3 Battlefield. The Bobcats dropped the first 2 sets, and in a very tight 3rd set finish, were able to force this controversial 4th set. Edwards got it up for Montessa on a back set. Here it comes for Thompson. Kat Jenks down to a crouch, was able to make the play. Emma Morris gets up high. That one getting away from Zalasia Edwards. It's 5-3 Battlefield. Breathe in, breathe out. We're going to keep saying that as this thing continues. 2-1, Kellum leads it. Olivia Clark will get on the serve here for Battlefield. We haven't seen her much in the playoff run, but she's made an appearance here in the state semis. No bigger game needed for her best effort. That one on a dive for Clark, no good. And Kellum within 1, it's 5-4. More substitutions being made. Checking back in, it's Morgan Moxie for Kellum. The 5'5" senior looking to get the Knights back into this thing. The Bobcats have other ideas. Moxie on the serve. Down to a crouch, it's Quintero. Up for Jenks in the front row. Now Hillary Adams skipping around. Gaziene comes on in to play it. One-handed over. Morris did a nice job of getting down to play it. Hillary's try. Blocked, but staying on their own side of the net. It goes down. Battlefield takes the points. It's 6-4 now. My goodness, what a game we have for you guys here. Not the anticipated start for Battlefield to fall behind by 2. But however you can get them. And now it seems that Battlefield's game has been figured out for the most part. They're definitely playing better than the previous 2 sets. Gaziene up for Montesa on the fake, thrown right back away by Emma Morris. Backing up, calling for it is Quintero on George's effort. Now one-handed by Hannah Nelson. She continues to stay locked in. 7-4 Battlefield. A nice left hand by Hannah going away from the play. And a timeout by Kellum. Is momentum shifting? I don't want to say anything yet. It's 7-4 Battlefield will step away here on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast booth. This is Matt Venezia of the Battlefield Sports Network. Guys, it's been an awesome day. Spent a lot of time here with the ladies on this trip out here to Virginia Beach. If you don't know where we are, I mean, Haymarket, Virginia, we're up in one of the most northern parts of the state of Virginia. We're in the bottom right-hand corner of Virginia right now. At the way this thing's going, we're not going to get home till the later hours tonight. It's still a school night, but obviously this is of our utmost importance. A drive on the way. Somehow Georgia's bid was rejected by Ella Yates, floated over by Emma Morris. Now here comes Gaziene and the Knights. Carroll tried to dig it, she couldn't. And the Knights out of their own timeout on the board at 7-5. Both these teams, don't be fooled by that 2 seed. It's only because the Bobcats are away. Both of them won their region. And because of every year the region flips who gets to host in states. Last year, if the Bobcats had made it, they would host this game. Nice one hand by Emma Morris. She fooled the entire Kellum defense. 5. So 8-5 is the score. Kellum this year was 25-3. Your Bobcats were 25-2. So these teams know winning volleyball, but one of them's got to lose tonight. Montesa for a one-hand over by Ludovici. It did not work. One-handed, though, by Morris, and she knew right away that was a mess-up. So Kellum will take those. An unforced error there on Battlefield. Just can't be having those, but it's still a 2-point Battlefield lead. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Sorry for all the technical issues here with the connection not being the greatest here at Kellum. A drive by Emma, rejected, thrown back by Quintero with a statement. Juju put a few exclamation points on the end of that kill. It's 9-6 Battlefield. Nine to 6 is the score here in set number 4. Ella Yates on the serve. A low liner having Moxie to dive out. Thrown back by the Bobcats. Doing so was Mara Marther, and the Bobcats have reached double digits. It's 10-6. Keep believing, Haymarket. It's now 10-6 Battlefield. Ella Yates will continue to serve. Skips it nicely off the top of the net. Gaziene saved it. Floated by Edwards. A nice dig by Carroll. But the Bobcat defense couldn't help her out. Yates and Quintero trying to get over there to get a hand on it. And the Knights will take the points. It's 10-7. Carroll on the serve. She fields it. Jenks out of the back now. Morris. She floats one. No problem for Montesa. Gaziene, now Edwards with a bomb. One-handed somehow by Ella. Quintero was going for it as well. She couldn't get back over for the redirect. And Kellum's got 2 straight. It's 10-8. So Mia Montesa will now serve it away for the Knights. Played by Carroll. Up to the front row. Jenks comes in to play it. And now Juju with a bomb. Denied by Gaziene of the Knights. Now Edwards getting up high. One-handed save. A great dig by Emma Morris. Thrown back over. Spencer tried to one-hand it. Now the Bobcats will recharge. Here they come with Morris. floating around. It hit a few hands, but the Knights able to find it. Montessa now for Thompson, a drive. Morris dug it out nicely in the back row. Jenks goes over for Quintero. Her floater denied by a knee of Edwards. Thompson again, but Yates was able to play it. A nice volley going here. Quintero tries. Moving around, the Bobcats take it. A very impressive volley, and it results in a Battlefield point. More importantly, it goes to Battlefield. It is 11-8. Again, I gotta mind. I need to walk away when I'm getting loud like I am. Not the best angle. We're sorry about that. No plugs up top in the Kellum bleachers. We would have been up there. But it's cool to be on the floor right now. Thompson, her one hand, denied by Quintero. Jenks goes back for Hillary. Far corner, and Hillary not able to get it over the net. That was a great play, though. She tried to pick the corner. It's now 11-9. The Kellum Knights are averaging 11 kills per set. They've got a pretty good percentage for their kills, 29 or .294. That's a pretty good percentage to have. They're averaging 16.2 digs per set. We've definitely seen that with some of the dive efforts we've seen tonight. Adams, her bid, denied by Edwards. Now a bomb by George, stuck out by the Battlefield line. Quintero's got a one-handed over. Not the best communication there by Battlefield. The Bobcat lead is trimmed now to 1. 11-10 is the score. There are a very good amount of Battlefield fans here. The next commercial will flash it over. The bleachers across from me are completely packed. Pretty lively student section here for Kellum. I would say, though, the den is a lot better. Unbiased opinion. Here we go. Arthur on her bid, trying to get it over the middle, denied by the Knights. This one's bumped over by Edwards. And here comes Battlefield as they respond. Hillary getting up top with a bomb. Too hard to play. A complete projectile right down to the ground. And it's 12-10 Battlefield. Hillary Adams with a missile off her right hand. Who wants to go to the state championship more? And normally I'd check the out-of-town scoreboard to see what Woodson and Washington Liberty are doing. But we're using that phone for the hotspot right now. That's the best connection we got. George's bid. She got it to go. It's 12-11. Can we get some people in the comments to figure out on Twitter, online, what is the score of that Woodson Washington Liberty game? I'm pretty sure it's tonight. It'd be great to know. But it's now 12-11 in favor of Battlefield. Katie Gaziene will now serve it away in the black jersey, as she's the libero tonight for the Knights. Jenks on a bump, going for Hillary. They go back her number. This time the opposite side works. Hillary Adams with a fantastic play. Battlefield back by 2. It's 13-11 here in set 4. Again, a much-needed set here for the Bobcats. If the Knights find this set to be a W, they're celebrating on their home court with a trip to the state championship. Battlefield, if they win here in set 4, we go to the 5th set. We're not going to worry about that until it's official. Gaziene for Montessa on a bump. One-handed by George. Jenks saved it from the play was Quintero. Now Morris. She got it over. Here come the Knights. A middle hit bomb by Ludovici. And she got it. It is a 1-point lead now for Battlefield. Back and forth we go. 3-0 Woodson. Are you serious? Wow. Can we get some other people to confirm that? Not that I don't believe it, but that means that the Woodson Cavaliers will get the winner of the Bobcats and the Knights. Hannah Nelson's try skipped off a few hands before it got to Gaziene. Now for George, played by Yates, and here comes Battlefield. Jenks for Emma. No problem for Gaziene. A middle hit again. George is on fire. She got it to her. Sorry, check that. That was Ludovici. 13-all here in set number 4. We have a new record right now. 116 and counting. Keep the viewers coming in. We have a fantastic one for you guys here. The first 2 sets went to Kellum. Battlefield in a controversial, must-needed set. And they're going to say the Bobcats were over the net. The Knights have the lead in set number 4. So now Morgan Moxie will serve it away. Emma Morris up to Jenks. They go back to Emma. Her bomb. Blocked by the Knights and out of play. We're tied at 14. So Emma took her one effort to get it right back. Hillary Adams will have a seat on the rotation. Carson Carroll comes back into the game. Here in set number 4, tied up at 14. Yeah, let's definitely get a number on that Woodson game. That would be good to know. And let's keep getting people in here. Moxie up to the front, Montessa. A middle hit on the way by George. That block goes out of play. The Knights will score. It's 15-14. So again, kind of nearing that mark where the Bobcats are running out of real estate. Let's see how this thing continues. Again, they need this set. Quintero up for Jenks. A back set. Emma Morris picks the corner. She got it. That nearly hit our camera. You guys saw it first, the best angle in the entire house. That one was in. Emma makes it 15-14. Or sorry, check that, tied up at 15. So Emma will serve it away for Battlefield. Emma on the serve here on the right side. It's played by Ludovici. Montessa now for Edwards. Her bomb, too much on it. Battlefield will take the points. It's 16-15. Back and forth we go, and now the ladies in purple have the lead. So the Bobcats needing now single digits to get this thing to set number 5. Gizmani, a middle hit, blocked down by Battlefield. This one chasing Montessa out. This one's got to be freed over. The Knights do a good job of getting that over. Nearly got away from Battlefield. Emma tries. That one off of Gizmani, and it's 17-15 Battlefield. 3 unanswered for the Bobcats. And it's 17-15. The Battlefield fans approve of what they see. Can Emma keep the hot hand right now? We'll find out here in a second. Emma Morris lines one over. Watching it, and hang on, that was really close. They're going to say it was out, but I thought that thing hit in. You guys will see in a second as it's a little bit delayed by a few seconds. Nonetheless, they give it to Kellum. Ludovici on the serve. Played by Carson Carroll. Too much on it. One-handed over, but the Bobcats respond. Jenks tracks it. Out of the back, Morris has to two-hand it over. Edwards gets up high. Somehow Yates was able to dig it. Morris able to track it. It's got to be freed over. Nice job by Juju. A fantastic dig by Ellie Yates. Edwards again. That one tipped off the front line of Battlefield, and it gets down. We're tied at 17. Thank you. We appreciate that. So that game will start at 7. We will definitely be keeping our eyes on that should this contest reach into the 7 o'clock hour. That one is out. A great eye by Carson Carroll, and the Bobcats back in front. 18-17, back and forth we go. Apparently volleyball has no regard at all for our stress levels. Here, watching the game, calling the game, playing the game, you know, wherever you are tuning into this thing, we really do appreciate it. What a fun night we have here. Nice! Oh, hang on. That one looked really good by Ella. Her ace is going to be taken off the board. I thought that was in. And it's tied at 18. So Ella Yates trying to get a little risky there and pick the corner for the ace here in the front row. Montessa, a low liner, diving out is Carson Carroll. Thrown back, Jenks saved it. Edwards, her try, dug out by Emma. Jenks goes for Morris out of the back. Her drive, somehow the play is made by George. Montessa, not the best communication between them. Thrown right into the net by Edwards, and Battlefield back in front, 19-18. The communication we've definitely noticed not too great here by Kellum. I can't say that too loud or I'll get some reactions from the ladies just about 7 feet in front of me. So Jenks on the serve, played by George. Now here it comes, a bid by Thompson is good, and we're tied at 19. If you thought the third set was tight and nerve-wracking, buckle up, here we go. 19 apiece here in set number 4. In a set the Bobcats have got to have, it'll be Zalasia Edwards on the serve. Backing up is Ellie Yates. Kat Jenks tracks it, goes over for Adams. The block chases Edwards out in front of her own bench. She dove and saved it. Got to be freed over. Thompson did a good job of that. Jenks, middle hit. Not the best communication there by Battlefield. One-handed by Morris, or by Arthur to save it. Now Emma tries. Edwards down to the crouch, was able to play it. Middle hit, blocked down. That one goes out on Battlefield. It is 20-19 Kellum. And Coach Mills right away will burn a timeout. The Kellum Knights might have the momentum right now. The Bobcats trying to make sure that is not the case. We will step away. Let's show you the crowd real quick. Very large crowd here tonight. Let's zoom in on this fan section. I mean, a pretty large crowd here for Battlefield. And we'll step away. I think this is where we had it. That should be good right there. Why don't you keep it on here just because they're out of the break right now. So the Bobcats burned a timeout. Kellum will continue to have the ball on the serve. Serve receive will need to be perfect right now. The Kellum fans getting a chant going right now. The Ocean Lakes boys and Kellum boys volleyball game coming next. We won't be streaming that, but the guys anticipating and hoping that this thing ends in 4 just so they can get on the court and not have to wait around. They were waiting around last set. And now we're back here. So it'll be Zalasia Edwards on the serve. My heart is pounding right now. I don't know about you guys. Here we go. Edwards on the serve. Played by Quintero. A dead shank. And the Kellum lead is now to 2. The Knights need 4 to wrap this thing up. Zalasia Edwards looks to find one here. Her bid, played by Quintero. Over the net. And Kellum needs 3. A quick timeout by Battlefield. Things just got crazy right now. Kellum needs 3 to win. Battlefield needs 3 to tie. Stay with us here on the Battlefield Sports Network. We're back here in the broadcast booth. 22 for Kellum, 19 for Battlefield. Edwards on the serve. Dug out by Ella Yates. Jenks will go back. Here comes a drive by Quintero. No problem for Gaziani. Here come the Knights. A drive on the way. Quintero made a good play. Here comes Battlefield. Back to Juju. Her drive. It's good. So Juju cuts into the lead. And now the Bobcats will serve it away. 22-20. Kellum leads it by 2. The Bobcats trying to find themselves back into this thing. The nerves are picked back up. Quintero on the serve. Down to a knee was Gaziane. Nearly some miscues there. Thompson's drive. It's in. Kellum back up by 3. The Knights can feel it now. Gaziane again on the serve now for the Knights. Quintero. Jenks back for Hillary Adams. Her try, diving out of the Knights. This thing's headed wide. They're going to give it to Battlefield. So the block effort by the Knights goes out wide. So the Bobcats will take points. More substitutions being made. Hannah Nelson checks in. And Mara Marther has a seat. Olivia Clark will come in now to serve it for Battlefield. The Bobcats need 2 for the tie. Here we go. Olivia Clark on the serve. Gaziane got it up to the front. Montessa. Now a drive by George. Dug out by Carroll. The Knights are 1 point away from a state championship bid. Kellum will have the serve with an opportunity to go to the state championship game and end Battlefield's season. Moxie with a low serve. Morris. Jenks goes up for Emma. Her drive. It's good. Emma gets Battlefield to within 2. So the Bobcats will keep the serve now. They cannot give up any more points. Their season comes down to this. Carson Carroll will serve. Gaziane up to the front. Montessa for Thompson. Blocked down by Battlefield. 24-23. If the Bobcats can score here, that saves Battlefield. And a timeout coming by Kellum. My goodness. Here we go. The timeout will be called. If Battlefield scores this next point, you got to win by 2. So that's what we're all fingers crossed for. We'll step away here on the Battlefield Sports Network. And we're back here in the broadcast booth. Battlefield out of the Kellum timeout. Carson Carroll will serve it again. Blocks, positioning, communication, everything has to be perfect. The Kellum phones are out right now looking to capture the moment. Battlefield hoping to spoil it. Carson Carroll's serve. Played by Gaziane. Montessa in the front. Goes the opposite way for George's drive. That is it. The Kellum Knights will go to the state championship. What a fight. And the Bobcats will head home. What a season. And that's it for Battlefield. The Kellum Knights on their own home floor survive a scare by Battlefield. And that's it from us. in my personal final volleyball game being called in high school. I want to say thank you to everybody for making it a special moment. And that's it. We'll get things packed up here. We want to thank everybody for their support. That officially ends the fall sports season. The Kellum Knights defeat the Bobcats 3-1, and they will take on either Woodson or Washington Liberty. The celebration